So we're all pretty good these days at attending video conferences. But how about your skills in presenting and leading a video conference or a Teams meeting? Today I want to show you a couple of tips and tricks to level up those skills. So to get started, we're going to spend some time here on this share menu option. So when you go to share your screen, there are several things you should be aware of. First, if you intend to share a video or some content that has sound in it, make sure that you toggle this switch on. It will be off by default, so make sure you switch it on if you want other people to be able to hear the audio that you're playing on your computer. All right, next, there are several different presenter modes, and this is the relation of the content you're sharing with your video feed. So do you want just the content showing? Do you want a side-by-side view of your video and your content? And there's some other options as well. So once you have chosen your presentation mode here, then you have to decide what you want to share. You can share your whole screen, which means if you bounce between programs or windows, you're going to be showing every move that you make on your screen. You have another option, which is to share a specific window. So you can share one window, but you might have your notes or something pulled up in a second window that people would not be able to see. Using that window specific option is a really great tool if you're wanting to also watch your meeting participants. So if people have their video on and you're wanting to gauge reactions as you go, then something you can do is select your window, and let's just say we're going to we'll pick this as the window that we share. So we've got content up here on our screen that we'll share, and then on the other side of the screen, let's put our Teams meeting. Here it is. So let's put that one on the other half. So here, I've got the content that I'm sharing, but I can also keep an eye on the other meeting participants to see how are they responding to the content that I'm presenting. So that is one option. Another option under share is to share a whiteboard. So if you're looking to improve participation in your meetings, if you're wanting real-time input and feedback, one thing you can do is use a whiteboard, and it takes just a second to load, but once it does load, you'll see it gives you lots of options for your meeting. So this is a blank canvas for you to use however is helpful. So you can create sticky notes. You've got lots of color options if you're needing that for organization. So you can make some notes here. Maybe you have a parking lot for future meeting topics. Maybe you want to brainstorm in the moment and come up with ideas for training. So you can take people's input live here. You've got the option over here in settings to have other people edit alongside you. So maybe you want that, or maybe you want to be the person writing down the input as it comes in. So you've got some options here that you can use. And then this whiteboard is now a part of this meeting. So if this is a recurring meeting that you hold, maybe it's a weekly team meeting or a monthly planning meeting, once you've got this whiteboard going, as long as you're using the same Teams meeting link, and the whiteboard will stay here and you'll have access to it again in the future as well. So that's really handy. And then finally, let me show you the right way to share PowerPoint presentations inside of Teams. So by using PowerPoint Live and loading your presentation here, instead of just sharing your screen, what it will let you do is it'll show you your PowerPoint presentation in presenter mode. So you'll be able to see your slide. Any notes that you have about the slide will be right here. You can also see, what slide is coming up next. And so you'll have the presenter view here all set up which saves you those extra clicks of having to switch over to the PowerPoint program and get into slideshow mode and then go through it that way in a screen share. So you can share it directly through the share function in Microsoft Teams, and that will level up any presentations that you are making in your video conferences.